I have dubbed my project political perennialism because I generally prefer the latter word to traditionalism, while continuing to use the two interchangeably. Why is that? There's some disagreement around how the terms traditionalism and perennialism relate to each other. Traditionalism is sometimes used as a subcategory of perennialism, with perennialism indicating any philosophy which acknowledges a plurality of true religions, while traditionalism denotes the more narrowly defined perspective I have described in the previous video in this series. Others use the terms traditionalism and perennialism as synonyms for the perspectives of Guénon and Chouon respectively. However, such distinctions are not widely agreed upon, and so I believe the least confusing course of action is to treat the two as synonyms. Why then the preference for the one over the other? Because of the political nature of my project. The use of political perennialism avoids the accidental conflation with either traditionalist conservatism or the pseudo-traditionalism of Julius Evola and his followers. Evola and Dugin, the most influential figures in this current of thought, have never called themselves perennialists, so this term helps to disassociate my project from theirs. On the other hand, a disadvantage of using the designation perennialist is that it evokes the works of Aldous Huxley. This writer stands in a similar relation to perennialism as Evola, in that he is profoundly influenced by this school, although he appropriates the title for his own purposes. Accordingly, he is not considered an authentic adherent of its full perspective. Nonetheless, an erroneous link to Huxley in the context of politics is less troublesome for perennialism than being associated with Evola or Dugin. A further problem is that the term political perennialism has already been coined by Sedgwick to describe Evola and Dugin. I agree entirely with Dr. Renaud Fabry when he says that Sedgwick's use of this category is rather misleading. I would go further and say that Sedgwick's depiction of perennialists' involvement in politics as a whole is rather misleading. To take only one example, see his characterization of Franco Freda as a political traditionalist. Freda's thought cannot be viewed as anything other than fascist, and to claim that he is a traditionalist verges on slander by association. To my knowledge, no one else has adopted political perennialism as a label, so Sedgwick's use of it is something that we'll simply have to live with. A final reason to privilege perennialism over traditionalism is principled rather than strategic. The central concept of the former is the notion of a timeless wisdom, Sophia Perennis, that lies at the heart of all valid religions, not so much the manifestation of that truth in each tradition. Accordingly, it can be said that perennialism has a theocentric focus, whereas traditionalism is anthropocentric, i.e., having an emphasis on particular revelations in time and space. The dichotomy is one that we will revisit, but it suffices for now to say that the former appellation is more in keeping with the perspective that I wish to embrace in my discussions of political theory and its implications for the spiritual life. If you value my work, I'd be most grateful if you would like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with anyone you think might be interested. If you would like to support me in working on this project, I'd be deeply thankful if you would consider becoming a regular supporter through Patreon or making a one-time donation through Ko-fi, links in the description.